So, hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Be My Guest with Sarah Yunus. Today, we have the pleasure of hosting Pujitha Vinay. She's a dedicated yoga and mindfulness coach and the proud title holder of Mrs. Telangana 2024. Pujitha has been instrumental in guiding many towards a balanced and a peaceful life through her teachings. So, let's welcome her to the show. Hi, Pujitha, welcome to my show, Sarah Yunus.
Hi Sarah, how are you? Thank you so much for inviting me for your
Thank you, it's a
show.
pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
It's like an honor to have a proud title holder, Mrs. Telangana, today on our channel.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations for this achievement of yours.
Thank you.
So let's soon dive into your thing. Share us how this journey started into yoga and the mindfulness. How did it all begin?
I was working with Deloitte for 5 years after my marriage. And then I was very clear after I
Okay.
delivered a baby for the
Oh,
first
okay.
5 years that tenure is very important. You need to give your 100% to the baby. And with the
Correct.
work schedules and everything, I was very sure I wouldn't be able to give that 100% and I won't be able to enjoy the motherhood. So that's
Correct.
when I decided, I was very clear after my baby, I'll quit my job. But
Okay.
I am someone who doesn't like to stay idle. So I was in
Yes.
that zone of choosing which career would be an alternative. While
Mm-hmm.
doing my job with Deloitte, I did my
Mm-hmm.
certification in yoga. I wasn't sure
Okay.
if I would pursue it as a career later, but I had that passion towards it from the very beginning. So I
Okay.
chose yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, I wasn't sure that it would be as passionate as I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
But I started taking classes just for the sake of my pocket money because I don't want to depend on anybody. But it
Okay.
turned out to be a true passion where people started getting benefits out of it and people sent testimonials. I had this issue, it got resolved. Now I'm better. I'm able to control my stress. I'm active and energetic throughout the day. So that made me more, into yoga. And then I did more certifications. I went to Mysore, did my another certification. I stayed there for 1 month,
Okay.
and I came
Okay.
back with loads of confidence. So that's how my journey in yoga started. With
Okay.
regards to mindfulness, yes, there I think every woman or every person goes through a phase, a low phase in life,
Hmm.
and you need a coach because a
Yes.
coach is someone who goes non-judgmental, and
Right.
they are the ones who talk about your real hard truths.
Hmm.
So I liked the way the coach groomed me, and then I decided, why not? If I can help someone, get their life better through the techniques of yoga and through mindfulness, it'll be really helpful for me and for the other person also. That's how the journey started.
Okay. Great. That's a nice thing. It's good. Your passion, you never thought that your passion would become your profession.
Yes.
A great change. And also, yeah, I do agree. It's good to be busy somewhere. Of course, motherhood period is like, your baby, once the baby comes to a stage of 3 years, then it gets little independent, with things and tries to, manage little bit. And it gets a little, it comes into the routine where the baby tries to manage himself a little
Correct.
bit, the learnings and all that. First 3 years are a little crucial for every parent, taking care. And especially for a mother, it's a really different task, because she has to take care of all these things and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that you took up this step, and not making yourself idle. Of course, you left the job, but following your passion was a really good step which you have taken, and initiative to pursue this. And at the same time, it gives you a happy feeling now when you see many people getting benefit out of this, sharing positive feedbacks. You feel that you're doing something really nice to the society. It's like
Yes.
giving back also.
Yes. Giving back to the society. Yes.
Yeah. So has you have got this proud title holder of Mrs. Telangana 2024. So how has your platform influenced your mission in promoting the wellness?
See, there were approximately some 3,000 to 4,000 applications. You
Mm-hmm.
have your co-participants, you have
Okay.
audiences watching you.
Mm.
So the platform is definitely bigger. We went
Yes.
live, we had our finale at Novotel.
Mm-hmm.
So there is access to a bigger audience, and then when they introduce you as a yoga teacher or a wellness coach. So
Mm-hmm.
that way you're able to communicate or tell people how important being fit
Mm.
is very much needed during this era. I wouldn't
Correct.
say do only yoga, do whatever you want to, but it is
Mm.
very important to be fit. So this platform gave me an opportunity to speak to larger audience. So
Correct.
for now, I have an Instagram followers of 7,000. So more than 7,000 through Mrs. Telangana. It's a bigger audience. So that
Right.
way it helped me to reach out to much better audience. And my co-participants were there. They were very cooperative. So they recommend me whenever they need some yoga teacher,
Mm.
class. So that way the access is bigger through this platform.
Great, great. So it's been how long are you into this yoga training and all yoga and
From
mindfulness coach?
past 8 years into yoga
Great.
from past 8 years, and mindfulness I've recently started.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah,
Okay, Pujitha, I think there is some common misconceptions about yoga and mindfulness. Na? Like, how would you like to address this topic?
yeah, that's a very great question. I really wanted to tell people a
Okay,
few things. For them, yoga is okay. I stretched today. I moved my hands today. I reached my toes today. That is yoga. No,
okay.
please do not say yoga is all about stretching. Yoga is beyond that. And a lot of
Hmm.
people say we cannot build strength in yoga. I'm so sorry. You can build a lot of strength in yoga, especially
Hmm.
when you do your Ashtanga yoga. It builds
Mm-hmm.
strength by itself.
Okay.
Yoga is just not about moving body. There are eight folds to yoga. One is yama, that is how you treat others. Niyama,
Mm-hmm.
how you treat yourself. Asana, which is the third, the fold in yoga that a lot of people give emphasis only to the asana part.
Hmm.
Pranayama is about your meditation. And then pratyahara, how you withdraw yourself from those desire senses. Dharana
Correct.
is how you go one pointed focus. It's all about
Hmm.
concentration. Dhyana is meditation. Samadhi. The ultimate aim of the human life is to get enlightened. So you go through all the stages, then it's yoga. It's derived from a Sanskrit word
Hmm.
called yuj.
Okay.
Uniting the mind,
Hmm.
body,
Yeah.
and your breath is yoga. So a lot
Mm-hmm.
of trainers just make them do
Okay.
some 3, 4 yoga asanas and say, I've made you do yoga. Please don't go by
Yes.
that. Yoga is much beyond that. And with regards to
Absolutely.
mindfulness is not meditation. It's not just meditation. It's about being
Hmm.
100% present in whatever you're
Mm-hmm.
doing. Like I'm giving you a podcast here. I'm
Yeah.
100% into it, talking with no other thoughts. I'm driving
Hmm.
my car. When I'm driving and
Mm-hmm.
when I'm 100% into driving, that's your
Hmm.
mindfulness. So it's often confused saying that mindfulness is meditation. No, it's being 100% present in whatever you're doing.
Got it, got it. Yeah, because this was very important for people to get a clarity on the yoga and mindfulness, because of course, somewhere they feel, I think maybe one or two points would be little sinking. That's the reason people have this misconceptions.
Yes.
I think you have given a very clear example on how different this yoga and the mindfulness is. So, can you just tell us about a transformative experience you have had through your practice?
Uh, I'm being very frank and open.
Mm-hmm.
My journey was like ups and downs in terms of my own transformation.
Okay.
It's always important to be under the guidance of Guru when you want to grow
Hmm.
and you want to become a better person. So I have
Right.
the best Guru with me. His name is Vikas Shanoy. He's the owner of Pancha
Okay.
Yoga. So
Okay.
he's always behind me and he's understood. You say, I tell you, no, there should be someone who tells the hard truths about you. So he's that
Yes.
guru who keeps, cross-checking me, saying that did you do this, did you do that, and then we
Mm-hmm.
realized consistency is the great problem. Even being a teacher, as a
Hmm.
practitioner, consistency was a great issue with me. So
Okay.
from past 1 year, I've been working on that consistency, and I see a
Mm-hmm.
lot of changes in me physically,
Okay.
mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, it is like build a lot of patience. So whatever people do
Okay.
these days is they do some workout within a month, they want results. But that
Yes.
actually doesn't happen. Body needs some three to
Absolutely.
four months to settle down. And then
Hmm.
the results start happening. What happens
Right.
is they do 3 months and they start seeing no results, they give up, they switch. So, here in this journey
True.
as a practitioner, I have learned being consistent, having
Mm-hmm.
patience, and
Okay.
in a way, yes, I've started seeing things at a better outlook, but much
Mm-hmm.
better positive outlook. You can't change others'
Okay.
mind. At least I can change my
Mm.
thoughts to be peaceful.
Yes.
So that's how
Yes.
this journey has helped me to be a better person.
Better person. Okay. Pujita, if I ask you, like, which person, like, is it possible for us to, like, make a thing that who should go for yoga or who should go for mindfulness? Like, suppose I come as a person to you, how do I know that what should I go for? Should I go for yoga, or should, on what criterias do you suggest this?
I don't want to separate yoga and mindfulness as two different categories. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
mindfulness has some different techniques. Yoga is again,
Mm-hmm.
as I said, it's more about asanas, pranayama, meditation. We can
Hmm.
combine both together and give it as a transformative experience. So both are not
Okay.
different. You need to
Hmm.
have that. Yes, we have a lot of physical limitations. And if you talk about
Hmm.
the spiritually, when you talk about your body, we store a lot of
Yeah.
emotions around the chest and hip. How,
Hmm.
even if you see your skeletal system, forget about the weight and fat, the chest and the hip
Yes.
areas are bigger compared to the other areas in the body. They store a lot of
Yes.
emotions. Those emotions are released a lot through your chest openers and hip openers. So yoga
Mm-hmm.
helps you that way. And then
Okay.
mindfulness, when we're bringing through mindfulness technique. So it is
Mm-hmm.
complete, your physical and mental transformational when you bring both together. So I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say that you do only yoga, you do only mindfulness. No, it's a
No.
combination.
Okay, okay. So anyone comes to you, you would suggest them that you do the combination of these two things to
Yes.
come to that thing.
Yes.
So
So in
basically,
my
who?
classes, we do
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
affirmations. During
Hmm.
meditations, I teach them about self love. How do you control your thoughts? So in the meditation
Hmm.
itself, it will be guided. So we bring in a little
Okay.
of mindfulness techniques to resolve
Mm-hmm.
it.
Got it. So basically, who are your clients? Like, who are your customers or clients? We can say that, are they basically the corporates? Are they basically the housewives? What is the ratio of the customers?
Yeah, so I don't want to call them as customers or clients. They're my students because I want to
Okay, sorry.
position
Yeah,
them as my, I'm
absolutely.
the teacher and the student. So
Okay.
it's more of, I would say, 60 to 70% who work, and
Mm-hmm.
30% are, I have men and women both, just not women. So
Okay.
30% are the housewives or someone who are into businesses, and
Mm-hmm.
70% are employees working in the corporates.
Okay. So, as per as like as you have already mentioned this point that don't expect immediately miracles to happen. That is, we tell in every field, that immediately you can't expect things to change. Whether you're using a product, whether you're taking a services, whether you're taking any sessions like yoga or mindfulness, we cannot expect immediate results to come. So, as per your experiences, because you have been in this field from a quite long time, what do you think is the general time frame do we need to give this to see
Transformation.
the results? Yeah.
The first thing is consistency. You do for 15 days
Mm-hmm.
and you stop for next 10 days. Again, you're
Mm-hmm.
starting from the scratch. So if you're
Oh, okay.
consistent for 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of internal changes the body takes you through that you're not
Okay.
aware. But you'll
Mm.
start seeing the changes from fourth month, fifth month, and you're consistent. See, there are a lot of things into it. If your target is your weight loss, one
Yeah.
hour, imagine that 24 hours in a day, and 1 hour you work out, but then rest of the time while you're eating, you eat some 3,000, 4,000 worth calorie food, which is not even
Mm.
healthy. Again, there's no transformational journey. Provided
Right.
all other check boxes, just not yoga, any other form of fitness, provided you check
Mm.
box your nutritional, your sleep, the amount of stress,
Hmm.
and the fitness journey, then into 6 to 8 months, you'll start a good transformation to see a good transformation in you.
See, I've never tried yoga, but I have heard many people telling also. Sometimes when I met doctors, they have suggested me that Sarah, just start with yoga or something like that, because my business, my career, my routine has always been a stressful, doing this, doing that, doing multiple things at a time and all that. But I have just seen a lot of people telling and hearing that it has, by doing yoga, it has reduced the thyroid levels. It has helped in losing weight. It has helped in helping them with their diabetes and all that. So is it really that it plays such an important role, Pujita?
Yes. So, for example, when you talk about thyroid, so it
Yes.
is the thyroid gland is located here behind the throat.
Yes.
So there are a lot of
Yeah.
asanas when you do your chest openers or when you put
Hmm.
a good pressure, I'm not saying too much pressure, good pressure behind the
Hmm.
neck. But when you
Hmm.
open the chest or back bends, a lot of blood
Hmm.
supply goes to the thyroid gland. So
Okay.
majority of the issues are because there's no proper blood supply or under or over functioning of that particular system. So when you do
Hmm.
yoga, a lot of blood supply goes, a lot of wear and tear happens, the repair of the wear and tear happens. Yes, a
Okay.
lot of benefits are there.
Hmm.
Nobody promises. I am sure no teacher promises that your thyroid levels will come to into your control. But we will
Yes.
say yoga will help you to control the thyroid. I'm the best
Correct.
example. Last year, because of a lot of lifestyle changes, I had thyroid. It was
Hmm.
just at the border, and even the doctor
Okay.
suggested you don't have to take tablets, but just change your lifestyle. I took it as a
Okay.
challenge. I control my food. Being a yoga teacher, I know what asanas work best for me. So
Correct.
I did.
Huh.
After 3 months, and again got my thyroid checked. It's under control
Okay.
because I was at the
That's great.
very edge of having thyroid, and
Hmm.
my mom has thyroid, so there is high
Okay.
chances of me getting it. So you have to be very cautious, and yes,
Hmm.
yoga does help you a lot of to overcome a lot of
Things.
things.
So basically, this thyroid is a kind of hereditary disease which comes.
Not exactly. It's a
Not exactly.
misconception.
Okay.
It's your
Huh.
lifestyle disease, psychosomatic
Because
disorders.
many people earlier used to say you would get diabetes if someone in your family has, but doctors don't agree to that.
It is likely you might get diabetes if your parents have. But if your
Okay.
fitness, your journey, your lifestyle is correct, you will not
Hmm.
get it. But
You will
you
not.
are high prone to get in case you have a family history. But there is no
Okay.
assurance you don't have a family history that you cannot get thyroid. It's all your lifestyle.
Mhm.
Thyroid is majorly linked to your lifestyle. Your stress, your sleep
Lifestyle.
patterns, the food, the
Hmm.
laziness, thyroid gets affected.
Effects affected. Fine. I think you're given a lot of clarity on one is on the yoga part, one is on the mindfulness, how does that work and how it is different from this. And the third part which you are given is that you always need to give a little time for the effects to show, for the results to show, and we just can't be in a hurry. Because I think today in the technology world, after AI, we have become so quick now, we need everything to just happen with
Yes.
a just blink of an eye. So I think, but some parts also I want to clear one thing with you. I don't know, this was my part of knowledge which I also want you as an expert to clear it with my viewers, that having yoga and the mindfulness, experimenting our, doing these classes and all that stuff, we should not stop any of our medications. Am I correct?
Yes, definitely. Like
Yeah.
you have thyroid and your level and you're
Hmm.
taking some 100 mg tablet. You
Yes.
practice yoga probably after you get your
Hmm.
levels checked. You have to consult a doctor. Probably your 100
Hmm.
mg can come to 75, can come to 50, provided that
Hmm.
consistency and all other parameters are checked. But
Absolutely.
without doctor's consultation, you shouldn't stop your medication.
Because when I last week when I happened to talk someone, and I was just telling them, that I will be having a guest on my show who's a yoga teacher, and she was just telling me, oh yeah, then I should also consult her. I want to stop all my tablets. I said, as per me, as per my knowledge, I'm not an expert in this industry, but I think as per my knowledge, she would not do anything that where you stop your tablets. She would only tell you something where it can control. Maybe the levels will not go high, it won't
Yes.
worsen,
Regulate.
but yeah, so it will just go on a smooth level where it will be balanced. But medication is something which a yoga or a mindfulness coach cannot make you stop it. Like you have
No.
already got this got a kind of, you can say, disease or deficiency in your body which cannot be removed, which is, and thyroid is a lifetime friend, so this friend
Again,
cannot
it
go from you.
depends. It depends
Okay.
depends case to case. So there are
Mm-hmm.
people who have completely stopped using thyroid tablets. Uh,
Okay.
Again, it's just not
Okay.
yoga. Other parameters to be checked.
Okay.
Sometimes people have just got down their mgs. Regulation
Mm-hmm.
happens. Depends case to
Okay.
case. There are a few people, yes, who have stopped medication,
Great, great.
doing
Like,
yoga, being
because
fit.
to yoga. I spoke to a doctor and she was telling, there is something like thyroid, SLE, which is basically something which is stuck lifelong with you. Any opinions on SLE disease from your side?
Sorry.
The SLE, if you have heard, it's basically an immune system disorder, something, it
Yeah,
affects
yeah.
with your skin.
Right. So a lot
Have,
of
yeah.
people are going through it. See, all these are termed as psychosomatic disorders. That is because of the
Okay.
psychological stress that we are giving over the physical body.
Mm-hmm.
That is coming, a lot of people have this autoimmune disease that you're saying. For
Yes,
few,
correct.
it
Yeah,
shows
correct.
up on hair. For few, it shows up on skin. For few, they start feeling weak on the joints, all of those.
Yes.
It's all because of the stress, majorly because of the stress
Okay.
intake.
So this can also play, I think the yoga and the mindfulness can also help them overcome this.
Yes, 100%.
Great, great. It was really wonderful, you sharing this knowledge with us, and given us a lot of insight on these things and clarity. Most important is getting a clarity on these things is very important before we get into something, because these days we don't have any clarity, and then just making our own misconceptions that this is how this how works, this is how. So I think you have highlighted a very important points which people in their day to day life have doubts on. So, for those who are new to yoga, what advice would you give them to help them start their journey?
The first thing I would say is just start off. A lot of inquiries I get. I've never done yoga. So I'm not
Mm.
flexible. I'm not this, I'm not that.
Yes.
Being a yoga teacher, there are few poses that I still struggle to do it. So that doesn't
Okay.
stop me to practice yoga. So any
Hmm.
day there should be a start point. You're not able to do, for example, we do some 10 Surya Namaskaras in a class. You'll be starting with one Surya Namaskara. Something is
Mhm.
better than nothing to start off with. And then
Absolutely.
eventually within a month or two, you will catch up with the class pace. You will also start doing 10 Surya Namaskar. So these are all excuses we find for not doing
Hmm.
something. But if you start
Absolutely.
finding the reasons to do something, you will definitely
Hmm.
prefer yoga, and you see that's the best anybody can practice in their fitness journey.
Absolutely. Well said. Okay. Now, before we end this, I just want you to give a little information to our viewers that how do you give your classes? Is it online? Is it offline? How do they reach you?
So I am taking online and offline. So same batch is
Okay.
offline and online. For all the online people, can just ping me on WhatsApp, or there's my
Hmm.
Instagram handle. I think that's a better medium to reach out to me.
Connect.
I'll share the
Yes.
Zoom details, and then
Hmm.
I'm planning soon to start a beginners yoga batch, because that will be easy
Great.
for people to connect and practice. So
Absolutely.
I'll share the details on my Insta handle about the beginners yoga batch. Most likely it's to be starting from me first. So this
Okay.
beginners yoga batch is for someone who have never done yoga, and all
Hmm.
those women who are planning for pregnancy and they're not able to, because of multiple
Conceive.
issues, they're
Yeah.
not able to conceive. For all the
Hmm.
teens who have PCOS, thyroid issues, so this
Hmm.
batch is for them. So
Okay.
exclusively women's batch with
Mm-hmm.
catering to all these needs.
Means okay. And offline, where is your location? How can you just give us a little details about that?
Offline, I don't want to share much because it's in a gated
Okay,
community. I don't think people will be allowed from outside.
allowed.
So, and
Okay,
sooner I want to go complete online so that I can
okay,
reach to
okay.
more people.
It's better actually. That wise, you're from which city,
I
Pujita?
see in Hyderabad.
ठीक है. So I think the viewers can connect with you for an online classes. And usually, what is the duration of these classes?
1 hour. So we do 40
1 hour.
minutes of asana practice, 10 minutes pranayama, and 10 minutes meditation.
Mm-hmm.
This is how my classes are designed.
Classes. And I think there's no age group for this, right? Any age group? Are there? Are you limited to any age groups?
Uh, Kids, I think below 8 years, I wouldn't recommend
Mm-hmm.
in the adults group because for kids,
Okay.
I take it's in a very, very storytelling manner, fun manner. I make them do a lot of
Right.
games. They don't realize they're doing yoga, but yes, they're doing a lot of asanas in the process. But about
Okay.
10 years, I want them to join in the adults group and I can
Okay.
limit to 45, 50, provided I have
Mm-hmm.
50 years, 60 years women also practicing with me because they've been into
Great.
fitness from long years and they've been
Okay.
practicing with me also from 4, 5 years.
Oh, great. So we've got a clarity on the classes you're offering, on the age groups you're offering, on the duration you're offering. And I think this is a very good initiative that you're starting a beginner's class because that wise, the newcomers will get an opportunity to use this. And a very good point is you said why people hesitate for yoga is, which was there in my mind, which I wanted to bring it out and you highlighted that they feel that their body is not very flexible. And me also as a person, when I see some videos, I get like, do you think I just sit and think, do you think I can do this? Can I move my hand like this, or can I make my hand reach till the toe? So some things, because of that, we just hesitate and we don't start. So I think you're given a very good confidence to the viewers of us that you can start. It's never too late to start, and it's never that you need to be perfect. Maybe a little
Yes.
imperfection is also fine,
So
as
that's a
you
good
shared your
phrase. Don't
experience.
have to be
Yeah.
perfect to do something.
Yes, it's even
Yeah.
imperfection can someday become perfect, but you need to somewhere start with it. Any last piece of word or advice would you like to share with us before leaving us, Pujita?
Yes, first of all, thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity and asking very sensible questions. I like the questions
My
that you
pleasure.
asked. And
My pleasure.
my piece of advice to everybody is please don't ignore your health. Be it any
Absolutely
form of fitness you want to get into. I'm not just promoting yoga. I'm okay. You get into a strength training, you get into aerobics, you get into dance, but be
yes,
active, move your body, make sure the blood is circulated all across your body. That 1 hour
correct.
that you invest, trust me, you thank yourself at the later years.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a very good piece of advice which you're given, and I'm sure people would follow this and get to learn a lot of things. I will be sharing all your contact details in my description so my viewers can connect with you. And all the best for your future events, and really wonderful to have you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
sir.
much. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. So it was wonderful having Pujita with us. She has shared her insights, experience with us. Her dedication in promoting wellness is truly inspiring. So to our viewers, if you have found today's conversion valuable, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would be getting a lot of entrepreneurs, lot of stories, insightful stories actually, on this channel to inspire you, to make you understand, to actually remove some myths which you have, whether to remove some misconceptions of what is what and all that. So I'm looking forward to get in more guests. And if you want to be my guest on my YouTube channel, I have shared you my contact details in the description. Do get in touch. I would love and it would be a pleasure to have you on my channel. Still then, stay tuned for more enlightening episodes on Be My Guest with Sarah Yunus. Until then, take care and stay mindful. And don't forget her Pujitha Vinay's details are being mentioned in the description. Do get in touch with her. Thank you.